Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a while. I hope you're hanging in there. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, while you're stopping by, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell because I know you will enjoy the content here. We do here life and world explorations and inspirations. So, with all of that said, let's get into today's video. I hope you have your passport ready and possibly your negative COVID test because today we are flying to the eastern side of the world, destination Dubai. Yes, I said Dubai. And I know that you know someone who has been wanting to go to Dubai. So go right ahead. I'll give you a couple seconds. Hit that share button and send to that friend so that they can watch this video. They're definitely going to want to hear what I have to say. If you didn't know, Dubai is a city in the United Arab Emirates that is nestled in between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and it's along the Persian Gulf, part of the Mediterranean Sea, right? It's about 9 hours ahead of New York, and the city is mainly desert, dirt, desert. But it is a developing country, quickly developing that is, and it's already known for its ultra modern architecture. So I know the next time I go back, it's probably going to be completely unrecognizable. Before going to Dubai, I did do a lot of research on their culture, primarily on the types of dressing for women, the types of food that they eat over there. Primarily because the culture is different. So I wanted to make sure that I was not going to be offending anyone. I was going to be respectable in whatever I wore. So with that said, ladies, when you go, be sure to walk with a shawl everywhere you go, because depending on the areas, some places are more conservative and some places are more stricter in terms of women dressing, not showing your shoulders or anything like that. So always have that shawl just in case you get stopped by someone, of indecent exposure, so that you can cover up. All right. Budget for this trip, we budgeted $2,000. So as we go through the video, we'll see how I actually spent $2,000. If I spent all of that, did I stay on budget? We'll see. I flew on Emirates Airlines, and I was actually really surprised by the coach accommodations, right? There was lots of leg room. You get a travel kit that has toiletries, an eye mask, what else was in there? Socks, earplugs. The flight is really long, so they give you, a few things to make sure you feel comfortable. The food was great. The airline itself was great. It was nice and clean and modern in the airplane. Not a bad airline to fly, actually. It was really good. The hotel I stayed at, I stayed in the city. There's not many choices to choose from. Currently the city is very linear. So there's a major highway that runs straight through the middle, and everything flanks that one highway. So you're either on the left side or you're on the right side of the highway. I picked a hotel that was close to the train station, so it's easy for commuting. For me and my travel partner who went, so that's always something. And the hotel was not all inclusive, but we had a pool on the rooftop, a bar, an on-site restaurant. The hotel was nearby to grocery stores, fast food restaurants, even a foreign exchange cambio type of thing. So if you brought your money, your US dollars or whatever money, and you didn't get a chance yet to convert it, you can also do that there from the hotel we stayed at. I will link the hotel that I stayed at in the description box, okay? Now for the fun stuff. All right, so I visited the Dubai Mall, which is dubbed the largest shopping mall in the world. Currently, Dubai has a lot of largest or tallest, right? It seems like they're trying to beat out the rest of the world in everything they can do architecturally. So, the largest mall in the world with 1,200 shops, right? Listen to this. Restaurants, Olympic-sized ice skating rink, aquarium, movie theater. What am I missing? There's so many things in this mall, you could basically live here. It's like a one-stop shop for shopping and all activities. What I did love about the mall though is it's separated between cultural shops and everything else. That being said, if you went to Dubai and you didn't necessarily want to buy, internationally known brands of stuff, because you can get that there, because one half of this mall is actually cultural stuff. You can just go to that half and you can get cultural furniture or cultural artifacts to bring back, or if you want a cultural dress or garment or something to bring back, cultural perfumes and oils, it's really easy to find on that side. So I did actually like that about the mall. Now, nestled within the footprint of the mall is also the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world currently. And the observation deck is at level 124 and 125. Did you just hear what I said? Level 125. Now, when you're going up there, you don't really feel and notice that you're going up that tall. But when you get up, you can basically see almost the entire city of Dubai when you get up there. And from that viewpoint, you'll actually start to see how under construction the entire city is, because you'll see a lot of construction sites happening. You'll see a lot of desert and things happening in the desert. So as I said, go back in a couple of years and it's probably gonna look unrecognizable. They have there's like a really large fountain at the base of the building, and at night they have this light work show. That's really nice. If I have photos, I'll insert it, but it was a sight to behold. I couldn't be an architect myself and not visit the Burj Khalifa. It was incredible engineering, incredible architecture. Talking about the desert, one of the day trips that we did was to go sand dune bashing, which is basically you're going to ride the sand dunes in an SUV. It's almost like a car roller coaster, right? SUVs traveling at high speed and you're kind of like, woo. It was actually pretty fun. You can go ATVing on the sand dunes as well, and I actually got to ride a camel. Yes, I said a camel. You don't even realize how tall these creatures are until you actually see one in live and living color, stand up next to one, and even mount one. Like, they are really, really tall. But and I actually felt kind of sorry for them, because as large as they are, their legs are very skinny. But I had fun, and to culminate our desert excursion, we had a local dinner in the desert with a show. So that was fun. They did like fire dancing and crazy stuff, and all the food was local cultural stuff. So their local chicken, their local desserts, their local lamb, their local rices, and however they cook stuff. So it was definitely a cultural immersive experience. One of the other day trips that I did was to take a 1-hour drive to the next city, which is Abu Dhabi. You've probably heard of this one as well. And we went to the Sheikh Zayed Mosque. It is really, really, really majestic. You feel really peaceful there. They give you a little history on the stones that's used on the floor, where though the stones are open to the sky, they never get hot because of the type of marble that it is. And the tour that we went on, they actually provided the headscarf and the headdress of the shayla and the abaya for the woman to wear to make sure you're fully covered when entering the mosque, as is required. So if you don't go there covered, they have a store that you actually have to pass through before you get into the mosque. Therefore, you can buy whatever it is that you need to cover up before going in. Men themselves may need to cover up as well, depending on what they're wearing. So on my last night, I stumbled upon this place called the City Walk, which is basically the nighttime hit spot for all the locals to go hang out. Right, there's lots of lights, lots of open spaces to hang out, lots of restaurants. It's kind of like their version of Times Square for now, right? It's just the hip strip of where everybody goes to hang out at night. So that was actually a really cool find. It's one of those places that's not advertised. As I said, I just stumbled upon it. So that was one fun fact. I did actually go to the beach. Of course, I had to dip in the Persian Gulf. Can't go to that half of the world and say, oh, and come back and say I didn't swim in the Mediterranean Sea. No, I did. I went to Jumeirah Beach, and that was fun as well. The water was nice and warm. The sand was a little bit rough, but it was okay. It wasn't like, it's gonna cut your feet up or anything like that. There is so much more to do in Dubai, and of course I wasn't able to do it all, but I am going to link all the other things you can do in the description box. I'll list them out so that you can do your own research. Whenever you decide to go, you can, maybe you'll go, and then you can come back and comment on this video and tell me how your experiences was. I think there's there is the Ferrari world that you can go to. As I said, there's a lot of construction happening, so there may be way more things that you can go to when you actually get to go there. So let me know in the comment box below if you end up going, and which place you went to and how was it. All right, so my overall verdict on Dubai is that the place it's really great. It's ultra modern. It's almost like living in a 5-star city, right? It's really cool. One thing I did notice is that a lot of the employees or workers are all expats from Africa, from the UK, from France. So you actually feel quite at home because there's almost more expats than there are local people in the city of Dubai. You yourself may even get mistaken for an expat when you go there. So with that being said, everybody speaks English, everyone can communicate with you, you won't have any problem with that. One thing I will tell you, because I always have a funny story or a funny observation from my trips, is that Dubai is the cleanest place I have ever visited. What do I mean by that? Like, I literally saw workers sweeping the street while cars were stopped at a traffic light. And my friend and I stopped and looked at each other like, seriously? There was like one piece of paper, and when the light turned red, they went out with their broom and their little standing, container to sweep the paper up. And I was like, wow, they're even sweeping the streets while the cars drive on it. And I remember in the train station, I saw like a kid walking, and kids touch everything. So he walked and he like touched one of the columns. And a couple seconds later, here comes one of the train station employees with a cleaning cloth, like right behind him to wipe it down. Like, the minute you touch something, it's immediately wiped down. You would go to bathrooms, like even in the mall, you go into the bathroom. The minute you come out of the bathroom stall, somebody's in the stall cleaning it. The minute you wash your hands at the sink, somebody's at the sink cleaning and wiping. It is the cleanest place I have ever visited. But anyways, let's talk budget. Of course, my hotel fare was split between the person I went with. So I spent $1,305 for airfare, hotel, resort fee, and the shuttle to and from the airport. $450 were spent on transportations, all the train rides, and food and souvenirs, and $155 was spent on excursions. So like the Burj Khalifa is not free. You gotta pay for the tour. We went to the mosque, and we went to the desert day trip. So about $155 for those excursions, bringing me to a total of $1,910. I hope I did the math correctly. And that leaves me, what did I say my budget was? $2,000? Leaves me with a balance of $90. So yay, I actually stayed within my budget and came back with a little extra that I can use towards my next vacation. I know you enjoyed this video, so go ahead and drop a comment down below so that we can have a little discussion. Hit that like button and the subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? Be sure to check out all my other travel videos and the one to come, so be sure to turn on your notification bell. Until next time, guys, see ya and happy traveling.